Hi, Dreamcode is here back again, and yeah, today we're gonna discuss about VIM. What is VIM, why VIM is important, and why you need to learn VIM. For using that, you will need to learn VIM. You will need to learn basic commands in VIM, because if you know that, you can edit fast documents, and you don't need to have an interface in order to do that. So that's the main reason to learn VIM. And another reason to learn VIM is because you learn to use only keyboard without mouse, because the mouse is used usually on interfaces like Windows or other interfaces. Ubuntu interfaces like this interface, we have mouse cursor, and when you don't have that, you will need to learn programs like VIM or maybe other programs. There are lots of programs, but I like mostly VIM because if you learn it, it will be very simple to use and very simple to work with it. Okay, let's see, we are right here. I'm gonna change the scene. Let's see, and we are right here. We are in this path PVD. If you're gonna press PVD, we're gonna see the path, and we want to create here another document. Let's call it VIM work, and we'll create this document. We have the VIM work right here. I show you with the mouse, so we're going to change directory to VIM work. So first of all, how can you install VIM? We're gonna press here VIM. How can we exit this? Because we don't know how. We must press double points and Q. Actually it's not working. Okay, it's working, I don't know. Double points like this and Q when you are in VIM to close it is the main key, is the easiest thing to do. It can't be opened else. Maybe it can be opened with Ctrl key plus C, but if you do that, it won't do a thing. So you can't close like that. You must press double points and Q in order to close VIM. So how can you create a new text document? Let's say, because VIM can be used on any text document like Python code, .py or CPP code, C++ code, any text that is visible for you, it can be opened with VIM. And also VIM have some standards, I think, for specific documents. In .py, it will interpret that document as a Python code. I think, I'm not really sure, I just think that. So I have here on I drag here a list of VIM commands, and we have how to exit. We have multiple type of exit, like if you want to only queue it, you can do that. If you want to queue without writing, but I'll show you, it's very simple. Usually you're gonna write Q and W. W is to write, actually to save the file, and Q is to exit. And when you press this, it will exit always, so it won't ask you something or stuff like that. We also have editing a file, we have inserting text, we have here everything we need to know, changing or replacing text, undo, reundo, repeat, move. These are more complex stuff. Marking, searching is really easy, and other stuff like how to suspend, how to select text. Okay, I have here the comments. I know some basic comments, but there are a lot of ways to create files. We can create file by typing this button and file .txt, and we're gonna see that we have a file. We can create file by typing touch, I think, and file2.txt. Yeah, and we have another file. Or there are like a lot of ways to create files, but you can also create files by typing vim and new file apt-get. This extension is not really important in Ubuntu or in Linux. I'm only using it because usually in Windows we have extensions, but it's like to know what type of file I'm using. Is not saying anything else. You can just type anything you want on the file name, and we're gonna have this. So how can we save this? In order to save this, as I told you before, you must press double points W, and if you're gonna press only that, now the save is written. As you can see here, we have a written file with 00. It's a new file. We don't have anything on it. It's just a line, empty line, and stuff like that. This marks here, this lambda marks here, says that this is the end of the file. It says something like that, so don't worry. And the cursor is right here. So how can you enter? How can you type text? As you can see, right, when I'm typing text, I'm on insert mode and everything is working. But if I'm going to press insert on my keyboard, you're gonna see that I'm on replace. If I'm going to press escape key and I want to type, it will automatically enter on typing mode. Okay. So if you want to type text, usually you have to press insert key and then you should type text. Hello world, I'm the boss here. Actually, I'm Dream Code and this file is created with VIM. Whoa. And right now, if you want to save this, you're gonna press escape key. So always press escape key to enter in the regular mode. Press double points W to save, and now the file is written. If you're gonna press WQ to quit, now we exit the file, and if you're gonna press ls -l8h, we're gonna see informations about the files. So we can see that new file have like 69 memory or bytes, or I don't know what's that, but it have memory. These two other files have 0, and I think we're gonna discuss about priority in files and stuff like that. We can see that this file is created as dream. If I'm going to hit here sudo and I'm gonna create another file, sudo vim new file root.txt, we're gonna see that this file will have a user root, so it won't be able, we can't open that file with. Now we have to enter the password, and now if we're gonna save this empty file, actually let's write something. This file is created as root, and escape, and gonna save this file as. You can also save and exit at the same time by pressing W and key. We're gonna see that we have two files, and when we're gonna enter here ls -l8h, we're gonna see that new file root is created as root user. So we can also press here vim new file root. We can do that when we want, and we can read it, but if you want to try to edit this and save like this, you can see that this is read only, so we can press W exclamation. We need to press exclamation point after in order to edit it. Double points WQ and exclamation in order to force the program to save, even if it's a root file. So yeah, we're gonna open this root file and we're gonna type something here. If we're gonna press Shift ZZ, like Shift ZZ double times, we're gonna write current file if modified and exit. Let's see. So ZZ You're gonna escape, shift ZZ, and as you can see, we don't have to double points WQ and exclamation. It will automatically save this file, even if it's a root. This file is a root and it can't be edited by a Dream user. Let's see. Now I'm pressing shift key ZZ, and when I'm opening this file back, we can see that we don't have that prompt. So if we want to edit something else, I'm editing something else, and I'm gonna press the WQ. It actually worked. Why? I think it's the same stuff. I don't know. It's the same stuff as pressing the WQ exclamation. You are writing a bunch of trash code and you just want to exit fast. You can press shift ZQ, and when you go back, that bunch of wrong typing stuff won't be there. So it's another quick combination is shift ZQ. I really don't knew before this combination. I used to only WQ and save like this, but there are other possibilities. Okay, so as I told you, Vim will interpret other files, like I told you, like the py files, for instance, Python code directory back, and let's go into our Python work. Let's go on Python basics. So we're gonna do another test. We're gonna copy this main.py into simple main, and let's see if Vim is. As you can see, after replacing that, Vim won't highlight, like changing the color to functions, but if you are going to open the vim.py, it actually highlights the print and main, and knowing that there is coded. So Vim is very nice because it also recognizes the type of file, so it's really interesting when you are only working on consoles. It's really nice. Okay, let's go back into the Vim work and let's actually do something else. So we have this A. If we're pressing A is exactly as pressing insert key. We can only press A, then look at that. So I'm right here, I'm on regular mode. I'm pressing escape to be on regular mode. So right now I'm pressing A, and we can actually write text because it switched back to insert mode. Look at the cursor. When we press A, the cursor jumps with one space. Let's see. And when you press I key, it won't jump after. You won't add a space. So difference between this I and A is that I won't add a space on the cursor. So A, we have a space there, but if you are right here and we press E key, we don't have the space. This you can also press O, like this O, and it will automatically add a new line. So O, 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 new line, O, new line, O, new line, O, new line. That's really nice. So if we're pressing shift O, look at that, it's adding a new line but behind, as you can see. So if we are right here, like letting the first line and adding a line after it. Oh, and you see the difference is that O little, like this, will move the cursor, but if you're gonna press shift O like this, we'll let the cursor where it is and will only move the text you're selecting. This is pretty nice. If you're gonna press escape key and D, this is going to delete our text. So if you're gonna press double points R and we're gonna press exclamation and a command like ls minus lh, we're gonna see the output of that command. This is really nice. We haven't saved this file. If you're gonna escape K and save this file, and if you're gonna press here double points R, you're gonna see that we have hello world, I'm Dreamcode. So we have the exact same file written right down below. So this is pretty nice. Also, we're gonna insert here -R, exclamation, and a bunch of like command, like tell me the PVD. I want to see the path. It will automatically add the output to my my file, which is pretty cool. I really haven't knew that before. In order to delete text, I told you something before. We can press escape key and D, this D, okay, this D. So escape key and D is going to, like if we're right here, I'm gonna press shift key plus G, actually bigger G, it will switch the cursor, we move the cursor back to the end of the file, which is pretty nice, you know. Also, you can use page down, but I think page down won't do this for like large files, but shift G will do this for any large file, like big files with a lot of text inside them. So I think page down only will switch the page down, but not the whole large amount of text. So yeah, this is the difference. I have hello, and I want to delete only the age. I'm gonna press escape key, I'm gonna press the X key, and I'm gonna press here the mellow instead of hello, which is pretty nice. Insert and mellow. When you press shift on the keyboard, look at that, shift key, and you move the cursor left, you see it actually goes to the end of the word. If you're going right here, we're gonna press escape D. If you're going to after we press the escape D command D, when we press shift and left, that's the motion. You can remove all this, like all the jumped cursor code. If I'm typing a lot of stuff here, and if I'm going to close the terminal, now that file for sure we have a swap file. I'm gonna preview because we edited something, a swap file was created, and we force quit the terminal. Let's go to VIM work and let's open the new file. New file there. You can see we have a swap file. So when I'm pressing double points and W, I'm gonna save this because I want to save it as is. So when we press DD double times DD, I'm saying DD, okay, this DD, not other DD, we're gonna see that we're gonna only delete one line. So I told you this, and we're gonna press shift key plus D, which is upper D. We're gonna delete the characters under the cursor until the end of the line. So under the cursor. So if we're right here, you see, we're gonna delete. So if you're at the end and we press shift D, we are deleting that. We can also do that by pressing delete key. Is the same stuff. When I press S key and U is undo. You can undo back what you wrote before. Look at that. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to do pkill -9 and vim. I'll kill the vim, and we have the same stuff. And I'll recover, and also I'll save this file. Let's see if it's working. S key W, and when I'm pressing it back, I'm gonna abort, and I'm gonna remove the new file swap, and we have the file saved. So you should remove that swap file if it is annoying. So we have the visual mode, and if I'm going back into the visual, pressing V and selecting all the text, when I'm pressing D key, it will also delete. So we have two possibilities to delete selected text in visual, with D and with X key. So D, oh sorry, so D and X key, and entering visual you press V. Always remember to press the escape key to exit a mode. So if you're on visual, if I'm pressing escape key, we are exiting the visual. It's really simple. Control key plus age. Control key plus age is actually like deleting the highlighted text. Yeah, I'm at line, let's see, I'm at line 8. I want to delete the code, this code 3 from line 14 to line 15. So I'm at line 8. I'm pressing double points 14 D and 2. You see, it will delete only the selected text. This is pretty interesting. Let's go head forward to changing or replacing text. You're pressing R. You want to change only the code or only the hello to mellow. So I'm pressing R and I'm pressing Shift M. So we have mellow. I'm pressing R, I'm pressing age, and we have hello. It's really simple. But when we're pressing Shift plus R and instead of world, if I want to do world with upper, I can do something like that. If I want to dream with upper and code with upper, I can do stuff like that. So here is the range. Like if you want to specify only the line 21, you're gonna do stuff like that. So double points and the range. If you want the range between that, you can specify something like that. If you want only the range between 21 to the end, you can specify stuff like that. It's really easy. I want to replace from 6, so double point 6 to the end. I'm using the dollar to specify go from hello to the end, and I want only to replace some word. So as we want to replace, I should do stuff like that. Hello with mellow. Oh, look at that. So we replaced like hello from he to the end with mellow. This is pretty nice, because when you're programming, like when you want to replace, like you are working in VIM and you're very good, so you want to replace a lot of stuff, like going from the start to the end. So going from 0 to the end, and you want to substitute something like replace the word with another variable like Johnny. This is really useful, you see, because you don't have to go with the mark cursor and replace every time, because you only must write a command right here which is replacing. This is pretty cool. So yeah, this is all about substituting. So these are the commands from here which you can also use, but I think it's the easiest way is, as I told you, if you want with coding, and it's working. I think I just misspelled something. Okay, copying and moving text. So these registers are like variable which store your text, stuff like that. Reg. So we have these registers. These are registers, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3. So if you want to save on register 1, for instance, let's see. I think we have to select. We're gonna select this. We're gonna register 1, and we're gonna I think the register 1 will have 18 lines yank into register 1. So we're gonna press reg. We have register 1 with all the text inside it. It's like register 1 will have all the text inside it. I know how much a register can hold, but there are a lot of bunches of registers, like from 1 to 9, minus point, double points. So if you want to copy that, we actually selected all the text, we yank all the data into the register, put the text from register after the cursor count times. So if I'm going to press this one, we selected the first register, and I want to put the text back. When pressing P, all the text is automatically copied and pasted. This is pretty nice. It's like moving text. Very cool. So I'm having these regs. I'm wondering if I'm going to close this, like I'm saving and close it, and I want to open the file. I'm wondering if I'm pressing reg right now. You see, if I'm pressing reg right now, we have all the text selected in the first register, and if I'm pressing right here, escape key 1p, we have all the text from the previous file, which is pretty nice. It's amazing. Specifying the number of register, like 1, 2, 3, or 4. We can do stuff like copying by pressing I. So you select all the text by pressing V. Shift G will select all the text from the line to the end. At the end, so I'm pressing this. So the command is stuff like this, selecting, and I. So after you select, if you're pressing this, you're gonna save on the first register. You can save on 2, 3, or on this register. So you're saving on the first register all the text. So if you want to copy the first register back, you simply type this, paste this number of register, and paste mod P. So look at that. I'm going to do that right now. 1, look at right here, look right here, and P. Look at that, we have all this stuff right there. And we also can exit this and go back into our new file, and we can copy everything from here, like V Shift H or end. Right now we select everything. I recommend you to use Shift G to select everything. Shift G will go back to the end. And now if we're gonna press 1 and P, we're gonna save everything on the first register. We're gonna Q and the file, and we're gonna open the file.exe. We're gonna press reg. We'll have all the register with its information. We can see that on register 0 we don't have anything. G, I think, is the end of file, or is a space, stuff like that. We can clear everything. I show you how simple it is to clear everything. Pressing V, Shift G, and D. Now we cleared everything. And if you want to paste, we simply do stuff like 1 and P, and we have everything. Look at that. Hello dream. I don't know. So we also have the bigger P to put text from register before the cursor. So little p is after the cursor, and before the cursor a big P. And we also have the GP, just like P, but leaves the cursor just after the new text. It's not a huge difference. Like escape, and I'm going to select text right here, V, and I'm going to paste Johnny into the register 1, and to save I press I, and we have only Johnny. So right now I'm right here inside this. Let's actually do it like this, and we are inside here this line with the cursor. Okay, so if we're going to press double points PU and 1 space 1, now we have the Johnny inside. It's like a different command, but it's doing the same stuff. Let's go to the window and read window. This is pretty nice. I think I showed you before. So if I want to undo right now, pressing escape key, pressing U, I'm undo it back. To re-undo, I'm pressing Ctrl key plus R, and I'm re-undo. So I'm going back to the where I was. So if I don't know, I'm pressing DD to delete this stuff here, and I want to undo, I'm pressing escape key U, and right now I'm undo it. To re-undo, I'm pressing Ctrl key plus R. So it's really simple. These are the basics. So I'm moving around because I don't know, these are basics which I showed you, like when pressing ho is going to the first character, when pressing dollar key or end is going to the end of character. Where is that shift G? We have the, I want to see if they have the shift G. So marking objects are used only to move on the code, so only for that I think, or maybe to copy code, but it's really hard to do that. So saving a mark, like I want to save the world, I'm pressing M here and W to remember, dude, I want to save the mark to the world. So yeah, so if I'm going right back, when I'm pressing this key, sorry, escape, and this key and W, then the cursor is going back to the mark. So to see all the marks, you type marks, but I don't think this is really important, so because you can also write searching, you can search into the text, so yeah, you have other facilities. Searching, and these are like the last chapters. So searchings, in order to search you should type, so back to the marks, I want to say something. So in order to, I'm gonna type right here to know, insert. So in order to create a mark, you press M and the name of the mark, M1, M, R, M. So you have to remember only one character on the mark. And also to search, you must type this character, okay, and the name of the mark, like M or W and the mark you wrote. Okay, back to the searching. If you want to search into the text, you can type escape, don't forget to type escape, and backslash, and after backslash you want to search for mellow, for instance. So the cursor is going to the mellow, so I want to search for world, I want to search for mellow again, and look how nice the cursor is going. So I'll type here V, shift G, escape, V, shift G. I'm going to save this into my one register, yeah, into my one register. So I'm pressing this one and P to paste. I want to do this again, 1P and 1P. So I'm doing this because I haven't showed you on multiple pages. So as you can see right now, we have multiple pages, we have a lot of pages. So I told you with page down you can go back. To move your cursor right down, you can shift G and you're just at 121 blocks. Repeat the latest, pressing N. Yeah, this is cool. So you don't have to, you can press N. So if you're searching for mellow, so backslash mellow, you only have to search once, because when you're pressing escape and N, it will automatically search. And if you want to search back, you should press shift key plus N. So I'm talking about this N and this N. So to search, you type this and what you want to search, the name, the search variable, or other stuff. So yeah, this is the complete Vim tutorial, guys. If you like this, I think it was a little bit long, so if you like this, don't forget to hit that bloody like button, because we're gonna continue with other interesting tutorials. So if you want to suspend the Vim, you should press Ctrl key plus Z. I've done this before. Have fun, guys, and peace.